Deep within the heart of Eldrador, a land of towering mountains, ancient forests, and rivers that shimmered with silver light, lay the forgotten ruins of Altharion. It was said that within these ruins rested the Amulet of Eldrador, an artifact of unimaginable power. Forged in the flames of the eternal forge by the first High Mage, the amulet granted its wielder dominion over the four primal elements: fire, water, earth, and air. For centuries, it had been lost to time, buried beneath the crumbling stones of the past, waiting for the one destined to wield it. And now, as the winds howled through the valleys and the stars aligned in an ancient pattern unseen for millennia, the prophecy stirred once more. Far from Eldrador's grand cities, in the quiet village of Eldwyn, lived a young blacksmith's apprentice named Kalen Thorne. He had always felt different, drawn to the old stories, the forgotten myths whispered by the village elders. His dreams were haunted by visions of fire and shadow, of a voice calling his name across the ages. One evening, as Kalen worked in the forge, a stranger arrived at his doorstep. Cloaked in midnight blue, with eyes that gleamed like molten gold, the man introduced himself as Eldrin, the last seer of the Moonveil Order. "The time has come, Kalen," Eldrin said, placing an ancient scroll before him. "The Amulet of Eldrador stirs, and with it, so does the darkness that once sought to claim it. You are the one foretold by the stars. You must find the amulet before it falls into the wrong hands." With nothing but a dagger, a satchel of provisions, and the seer's guidance, Kalen set off on a journey. He traveled through dense forests where whispering spirits watched from the shadows, across treacherous cliffs where the wind howled like a mourning specter, and deep into the ruins of Altharion. But he was not alone in his quest. A mysterious warrior named Selene Vale, a rogue from the shattered kingdom of Varethia, joined him, her twin daggers gleaming in the moonlight. Alongside her was Bryn Iron Fist, a dwarven scholar who had studied the legends of Eldrador all his life. Together, they ventured into the ruins, uncovering long-buried secrets and deciphering the markings that led to the chamber of the amulet. Unbeknownst to Kalen, a great evil had also been watching. Lord Malachar, the Wraith King, had long sought the Amulet of Eldrador to complete his conquest. A master of dark sorcery, he commanded an army of shadow spawn, creatures forged from nightmares and bound by his will. As Kalen and his companions delved deeper into the ruins, Malachar's forces closed in. The earth trembled, and the skies darkened as a storm of unnatural fury swept across the land. At the heart of the ruins, in a grand chamber covered in glowing runes, Kalen finally laid eyes on the Amulet of Eldrador. Suspended in midair, it pulsed with a brilliant golden light. But as he reached for it, a deafening roar filled the chamber. Malachar had arrived. The ruins erupted in chaos. Malachar's shadow spawn swarmed, their eyes burning with hunger for destruction. Selene's daggers flashed as she fought with deadly precision, while Bryn wielded his warhammer with earth-shaking force. Kalen, the amulet now in his grasp, felt a surge of power unlike anything he had ever known. The elements responded to his will. Fire roared at his command. The wind howled in his defense. The earth trembled beneath his feet, and water surged with life. Malachar unleashed a torrent of dark magic, but Kalen met it head-on. The chamber shook as the forces of light and darkness clashed. In the end, with the strength of his companions and the power of the amulet, Kalen struck a final blow, banishing Malachar into the abyss from which he came.